Hello, hello, hello. This is Jayme Baskow from the Orange and Black podcast, who from the Broken Bell Network. And how are you, Flyers fans? Just a lot going on. Training camp continues. Preseason games continue. But one thing I've noticed from a lot of these preseason games is, with the exception for maybe the first game, a lot of the young guys aren't popping. And that includes Jet Luchenko. The Flyers lost 5-1 last night against the Washington Capitals. And, I didn't really see many young guys pop saying, yes, I should make the team. That includes, Denver Barkey. That includes, unfortunately anyway. And I think that, he could go to the AHL with the Phantoms, although I thought he was probably the best of the young guys, Denver. Denver, I thought, played a good game. He was pretty assertive and stuff like that. But one guy that I was, looking for was Jet Luchenko, and he just hasn't popped at all. And, I'm trying to, figure out, why or something of that nature, because he was on the cusp, much like Denver, of possibly, stealing a spot. One player that continues to impress is Rodrigo Abels. He had a nice assist on Gaucher's goal. He just is very assertive. The puck comes to him. He's a good puck possession player. And that is what I think Jet Luchenko needs to work on. Jet Luchenko needs, more puck possession time. Rick Tocchet, stated that he wanted to become a better puck possession team. And Jet Luchenko just isn't that right now. And that's the struggle of the youth. Nikita Grebekin, he really wasn't noticed too much, last night. I, said his name a few times, but that was about it. But there were some cuts before the game. Wanted to touch Samu Tumala. He just continues to not impress. Training camp after training camp just does the same thing and got cut again. And I think that his name is, on the wall here. This is a big year for him. Samu Tumala was cut before the game. Massimo Rizzo was cut before the game. Tucker Robinson. They were all sent, back to Lehigh. Oscar Eklund was waived with the intent of sending to Lehigh. Sawyer Bolton, Cooper Marotti, Garrett Wilson, Yana Peretz, Keith Petrulzi, Zadie Wisdom. They went back to the Phantoms. They're all on AHL contracts. Bolton is a former London Knight. And like I said, in past, videos, I'm pretty high on Denver. I just think that, some young guys, need more time. And I think that spot, I hate to say it looks like it's being solidified by Rodrigo Abels at the moment anyway. But don't lose faith in Denver. This kid has put forth a great camp. And I think that, he has definitely shown the Flyer staff, hey, I'm the guy, if not this year, definitely next year for sure. So there's just some, key things. I think Helge Grans has played himself out of a spot for, a defensive spot. I think that last D spot, I'd have to go with Dennis Gilbert, at the moment anyway. But, let's see how the rest of camp shapes up. Fortunately, they're getting solid goaltending. And, from Alexei Kolosov, although Alexei gave up 3 goals last night, that's okay. It's going to happen from time to time, but overall, he's had a pretty good camp. So, Dan Vladar only gave up 1 goal last night. So, that was his Flyers preseason debut. Played pretty solid hockey, so see what happens, Flyer fans. It's going to be a busy few days here, and I will have all the musings and all the newsings, next time in the next show. trying to keep these, training camp videos, at least until the season starts, a a little short on purpose because I don't want to overload people with names or thoughts, but you can see Rick Taka's system's really coming through with communication. The players are pretty happy, especially Sean Couturier. So, all right, Flyers fans, you take care, and I'll see you next week.